Hello, PTG, Proxy Table Gaming. Back, Lucky Sixes and I, Hyper G. Hello, Lucky Sixes.
What's up? How was your holiday?
Really nice. Really nice. Yeah. Found a moment on the beach to talk to my beloved fans, as you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was the highlight of the holiday.
Yes, yeah. If you haven't seen, go check out the short. We're starting that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're doing it.
we're up with the kids. We know.
I know. Groovy. I was gutted I missed the Black Country Brawl list review, though. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. So,
I noticed you had the big red cross over my name. You know,
did. Yeah, that's good.
just to signify that I'd pissed off and gone on holiday.
In case anybody else didn't know, you weren't coming on. I didn't want any confusion.
No, absolutely. It was. I just couldn't get through that red cross.
No, that's it. Try as you might. Anyway,
Yes.
we're here for a battle report.
Yes, we are.
Yay!
Yes, we are. Woohoo! Woohoo!
So, as you've already
You were a
mentioned,
bit busy. You were a
yeah.
bit busy while I was on holiday, weren't you?
Yeah, I got mingling, mate.
You did. With real people.
Yeah, right. It's great. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, no, you've mentioned Black Country Ball. We are now on the preparation next couple of weeks. This week there will be or last week, I can't remember. There's a live draw. So
At some point.
I can't remember.
Well, we haven't. It hasn't been recorded yet. So when it happens, it's quite hard for us to predict right now.
It means that I'm taking obviously my Highborn Elves, and this is the first look, I think, at the new list.
New list.
New Highborn.
Is this one of those roll eyes because you've changed one Queen's Guard for a Knight?
Shall we see?
We better.
Well, it's Highborns. I was down the club with my boy Paul Godbold.
Yeah, from
Fantasy Gaming War Cast.
They haven't done one in a while, have they?
No, right.
So
Step it up, guys.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, so managed to get a game down the club Thursday night. Is it Thursday yet? And
that's not your tagline.
I know. I can't. I think we've been copyrighted. This video won't even go.
Yeah, this will.
So this is the new list.
Okay. Oh, right. I'm supposed to look at this and roll my eyes.
I'm going to go through it anyway. So,
good.
Master of Conrad Tower, still there. But he's got Bow of Elu. So Elu's Heartwood. So he's something different.
Oh, my least favourite item.
Yeah. Mage, Wizard Master on Cosmology. And he's also my general.
Brilliant.
For anybody that wants to know.
Cosmo thumbs up. Yes.
Yeah, trying it out. Mainly, we'll skip ahead right to the bottom because of my two phoenixes. Phenai, some would say.
Some would.
So I've got loads of healing for them. Is the idea. Right. So that's why Cosmo, if anybody asks, other than being a decent lore.
You don't need any justification. Cosmo.
Core is 34 spears with Warbanner Rhymer, the same. It's just solid. It's just such a solid unit. I couldn't.
Yeah.
And it's painted, we've got painting standards for this. 5 Lancers, giving them a go again. Gonna see if people are telling me 10 is better.
I notice they got a musician now after the debacle 3 years ago.
They do. Never again.
He got stuck on the board edge and had to reform four times before you could escape.
12 Archers again, just as a bit of a scoring and just small arms fire. Some Reavers as chaff because you'll notice there are no eagles. 2 big units, Lion Guard and Flame Wardens, Hammer and Anvil. Giving Navigator's Banner on Lion Guard a go because I know that they go down quite easily, so I want to keep them alive as much as possible.
Is that the distracting one?
Yes, distracting in the front on the first round of combat. So, rending on Flame Wardens because they need it. Then the flavour, should we say? The Grey Watchers and Sky Sloop. Mainly for this army, I've got loads of. I haven't used most of these models in battle reports and stuff, and they're actually pretty nicely painted, especially from the Gobbo, my commission Lion Guard and Sky Sloop. So kind of, I'm like, well, this is just models I like trying to mesh into a thing. Although I have tried to make it as synergy as possible with the Master of Culinary Tower and the Cosmo guy.
Yeah, I mean, this will, and I mean, you've already submitted this list.
Yeah.
This is
before
being recorded
I played
before
this
the
as well, actually. So this is,
yeah.
I'm stuck with this.
Exactly. So you're going to have, what, 8 battles in total with it? And then it could be thrown out the window, or it'll challenge your normal list. So it's a good amount of battles to have. Maybe even more than 8. So.
And it's like it's testing out a whole new load of units as well. So I'll see what I like and what I don't like. So yeah, we give it a go.
You haven't got the banner that steals a Veil token?
No. I went for Bow of Elu instead.
Ooh, that's controversial.
So what I want from these couple of practice games is to see A, whether that Elu's Heartwood is worth it on my BSB.
Sure, yeah. No.
Whether Navigator's Banner is worth it on the Lion Guard.
Yes.
And whether Warden's Bond is worth it on the Phoenixes.
Yes.
So they're the 3 things. I'm pretty sure Cosmo and the Master of Culinary Tower will work well, but obviously that's nice to see. But I'm stuck with that anyway. So those are probably where, when you sort of min-max lists, those are probably the 3 things.
Yeah.
Elu's Heartwood, Navigator's Banner, and Warden's Bonds that are all quite expensive.
Yeah.
And I want to see whether they are worth it or not.
So where does the commander with the Elu's Heartwood go? Usually?
So I don't really have a place for them all, and I don't think that's a bad thing. So they probably won't go in the Lion Guard. The Lion Guard will probably be the only place they don't go. They can go in the Flame Wardens if I'm just using them as scoring and stuff. They can go in the Spears, and they can go in the Archers. So probably one of those 3, but I don't think I've got a definitive answer or thought of whether they will go in here.
Sure. Okay. So based on that, which is a very good thing to have, good option to have. I think personally I would have gone with the banner over Elu's Heartwood, but we shall see. The others I all said give a hard yes to. So that would be my only change from seeing the list. But
So first thing up against is Warriors and a push list, shall we say, with Chosen.
One big block of 28 Chosen. Nice.
There are some big beasties. There's a sorcerer with all the snipes and some range, and chariots and stuff, and warriors. So there's a few things I'm quite interested in seeing what things can take, because warriors are going to be mainly very heavily armoured and just awesome in combat. And mine's probably more of a combat-y list. So I'm very interested to see how this will play against this. So I should have some tools in combat against the Lord and the Ancestor, but they will be able to choose their combats. So I've got to see if I can try and manipulate them into the ones I want, which is the Lion Guard, right? Yeah,
sure. Definitely Lion Guard.
We got Encircle and Breakthrough, and because we're in real life, I got the book back. The book comes back.
The book is back.
So I have all my notes here.
There's reason to drink.
I won the roll for sides, and he dropped for first.
Hang on, what?
Well, he dropped for first. He just chose. I didn't have a choice in the matter.
Does he not know battle etiquette?
I know, right? He's like he's never done it. There he is.
He looks delighted about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So he dropped everything first. I chose a big centre, and we're Breakthrough. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do. However, I do know that most of the time big centre's better. I don't know that. I've been told that by someone, and it's in my head.
Oh, really?
So I chose big centre. I didn't really think about it too much, but I also thought as well I could probably maximise the space between us and shoot a bit more.
I mean, you haven't really used much of your big centre, have you, really?
Well, that's what I mean. So I've kept a decent distance, because he's going to be running at me. There's no two ways about it. So trying to keep him back further is my little plan. So he puts everything out. Obviously, he's got all his monsters over on the right side. There are better pictures in a minute. and I was very excited and had a camera, so I was going "Ooh," like this. My thoughts are my Lion Guard obviously want to be over on that side, so I put them sort of there. I've got my Chaff in my Reavers to hopefully chaff something to hold him up, and my Archers behind what is a ruins, so that's not an impassable before anybody says anything. I'm pretty sure I want my Frost Phoenix to go alongside the Lion Guard, so I'm trying that as a pairing. And then I thought, well, if I'm going mostly on this corner, I'll put my Flame Wardens stopping anything coming in the flank of my spears, and my spears just in the middle to try and get some warriors. Because I think I can grind out 10 warriors, is my thought. I don't really grind, but I could probably grind 1 unit of 10. On the other side, I don't know what to do with my Lancers here. I'm Breakthrough, so I've got to try and do it. There isn't much on the left side. There's a Chariot I don't really like because of Res 5 and whatever. So I thought I'll put my Sloop over there and my Flame Phoenix. As he doesn't have shooting, my Flame Phoenix should be able to zone him quite well.
Yeah.
And if I really get desperate and have to put my Reavers, my Lancers in, I'll put my Flame Phoenix in with them. So
hopefully after softening them up a bit.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can be a bit of a pairing. And Sloop again just to shoot and ping.
Yeah, I suppose this is a good chance for the Phoenix to show you what they can do because they haven't got that range threat against them. Obviously, there's the Evo Mage, Wizard, whatever. But,
so for him, just so because of the blurry picture, he's got on his left side 1 unit of Warriors, Chariot, Flayers. Then he's got Chosen are the grey models. He hasn't quite done his Chosen yet. Everything else looks gorgeous.
Is he going to Black Country Brawl?
No.
Okay. Is he going to Frome?
No.
No.
Okay, this is just his list he wants to try.
Did he go to Frome, I should say?
Yeah. In the middle, we got the Lust Warriors, so the ones that can flee. That's where his Sorcerer is also. Then some more Flayers, Feldrak Ancestor, Chariot, Chosen Lord is the big squig. And 10 more Gluttony Warriors.
Awesome.
So this is another picture. Again, just taking. It's probably a better picture. I should have said.
What did Paul call his warriors? They're orcs. Warriors of orcs.
So they're I don't know what they're called, but they are orcs. They're like heavily armed orcs. So he wants it to be double army, really.
Yeah, I can't remember what he did have a funky name for it.
This is me attempting to show you some well-painted models.
Oh, right, okay.
But clearly I'm just too excited. You can see the Sloop fairly decently.
So you're using a different camera then? Oh,
yes,
that's a good one.
Yeah. So the camera is decent. I'm just excited.
Yeah, fair enough.
Then over this side, and overview.
Lovely painting.
And onto his first turn.
Paul again, isn't it?
Yeah. Onto his first turn. So he's moved up tentatively on the left side, which means my Lancers and Phoenix are zoning him pretty nicely. However, it does mean my Phoenix can't get behind him anywhere. And if I move up, he'll charge me. So whether that's a misplacement that I can't get my Phoenix behind him, or it's good on his part, I'm not sure. But either way, there is that. He moved up not as aggressively as I thought he would in the middle with his Chosen. I don't think he marched all the way, just in case my Phoenix and Sloop could get in. Although I was surprised because I wouldn't do that.
No.
But yeah, Ancestor comes right over into the middle, going, I don't want any part of them Lottins, and that's what a monster versus infantry can do, right? It just chooses targets, going that way. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. The Chosen Lord on a Chimera marches 20, and I shit my pants a bit at how fast he is. And think I wish I had some more chaff, even though I've got 3 bits of chaff technically over that side. Oh yeah, the Grey Watchers I put in the ruins as well. So you can just about see them on the tower. It's a very extravagant ruins, this one.
Sure. What's the circular terrain piece in the middle?
Impassable.
Okay.
Like a hut or a house or something. Otherwise, Chariot just goes on the hill again. Movement 8 and rerolls to to charge now, so
Charge.
pretty good. In his magic, he gets, I think this is a D3 off. I stop Hellfire, I think, and let because it's 2d6 strength 6, and he does a D3 plus 1 and only gets 1 wound off from Evo on my Sky Sloop. So yeah, that's all he gets from magic, which I'm pretty pleased with. And onto my turn. So I kind of do this little funky, it looks cool, but I don't know whether it's actually useful arc in the middle. Just trying to think if he moves his ancestor forward, I'll multi-charge him with tens of thousands of things, is my thought, with literally everything. So he's good, but he can't take all of that, is my thought. Phoenix goes over to literally signal intent for the rest of the battle. We'll stay back, we've got more movement. Move forward a day, basically, is what we're saying over there. Reavers come on the right side and chaff his Chimera, because even though it's quick, it doesn't fly. So I've got trying to buy myself some time there. Otherwise, just sort of turn towards the centre. Managed to get Quick Lash and...
It doesn't cause terror. Does it?
No, because it's Chimera doesn't cause it. I think it causes fear, but not terror. Quick Lash off on the Chariot, and Favour of Melodis off. Can't remember what he dispelled, but he lets these two go, and I don't get anything else off. But I'm pretty pleased with Melodis. Melodis is pretty awesome. With getting Quick Lash, I recover the wound on my sloop as well. So another reason why I brought him into the mix.
That's a good picture there of the
sloop. Yeah, pretty good picture of him. Yeah, how the paint job that Gobbo did. Cheers, bud. My shooting kills 3 of the flayers. It was alright for...
Oh, that's good.
Considering Paul didn't move them forward, really, and was like, well, I don't really know what to do with them, because they just die. So
so you shot them.
So I shot them to try and prove him right.
Yeah.
And
good man.
Bow of Elu, or Elu's Heartwood, finishes off the Chariot, baby.
Oh yeah. That's really good.
Strength 5, AP 3, 3 shots, all of them hit, 2 wounded, and he didn't get a 6-up save. So, see you later, Chariot.
For points then. Elu 1-0.
So, pretty happy with that.
That's excellent.
They shoot, don't do anything, and then get charged. So, see you later, Reavers.
Doing their job.
Yeah. Over here, he just marches up, trying to.
So just hold that a minute for the Reavers. How much are the Reavers worth?
The Reavers are worth 185, I think, or 190.
So that's quite a lot more than an Eagle.
But they come from
the same job. Yes, absolutely. That was definitely a next point.
Yeah. So one of those. It is. There are more, but they come from core. That rhymes as well. It's
a core tax, isn't it? Really, that needs to be considered in that, because you could have got 2 Eagles if they weren't core models. But yeah.
Okay. So he moves up, knowing that he's full strength. So it'll still take a decent amount for me to get rid. And sort of signals intent with his Chariot, going, "You can have my warriors, but I'll charge you, son." Flayers come this way to hopefully chaff later on. In the middle, that's still the Flayers, and he moves up a bit more aggressively. Again, it's a decent way away. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no, he does. He moves up fairly aggressively. Feldrak Ancestor doesn't come at us, though, so he stays back, intentionally leaving some high, I think, double 6s. Over here, the Warriors just march up.
Very doable.
So very doable. Just march up. I think that's all that is, just showing that side.
Yeah.
Hellfire goes off, and I can't stop it. I think he does a few little spells or something, and I just failed to dispel Hellfire. It goes off. It does 3 wounds, so I'm like, okay. He's not dead. Could have died.
Yet.
Yeah. On my turn, I decide not to take the bait. Instead, choosing my Flame Phoenix to come over and annihilate the Flayers, and he does, but it's only annihilating one in the shooting. So his grind does D6 over him, and he did one, but he killed him. So happy days. But otherwise, I'm just sort of that's still a decent charge range for me. But he'll have a Phoenix in this flank, so I'll have to do something about that. And I'm hoping just to be able to now. I'll be able to get behind him if I need to. So I want to see what he does. That's in my middle. I don't charge anything. I do, however, move up very aggressively with my Lion Guard, hoping that his ancestor comes in, because I will tear him apart. He's got, I'm going to say 6 wounds, I think, which means I only need to do 3.
Yeah.
Out of all them attacks, he's got quite a big frontage. Yeah. I only need to do 3. He'll only have a 6-up save. I'm actually pretty confident if he goes in. Everything else is like a long charge in front of me, so I'm just hoping that he doesn't make any long charges into other things. Really.
Is it your Kenrag Tower or your?
Oh yes, the Cosmology Mage
out on their own.
Yeah, Cosmology Mage comes out as a bit of a gamble for me.
I was going to say, with an Evo opponent, that is a bit of a risk.
It was less Evo and more Hellfire. I didn't actually realise that Hellfire was not a missile, so I was hoping to protect myself, but actually this doesn't. So the next Magic phase is going to be dodge, man. It's going to be dodge. However, I sort of set up like this.
Yeah.
It's going to be my turn next, so I'll get a chance. And if he wants to come through the ruins with any of them, I'm just hoping DTs and or failed charges, actually, because there's still a 8 or a 9, I think. I think he needs a 9 with the Warriors. Probably a decent amount with the Chosen Lord as well. But I might, if he does both, I might fleet as well. So let's hope. The Grey Watchers are out of line of sight. So I'm just hoping I could have chaffed straight away. I could have sent them in, but I want Fade Miasma to. I haven't used it, so I want to be able to use it later on and hope it does enough for me. But worst comes to worst, I can use him as chaff. So
sure.
Boyo shoots and kills 2 more with his shots, so that's pretty good. Yeah, again, just blink, blink.
By Boyo, do you mean the sloop?
The sloop, yeah. These guys shoot.
Not Elu's Heartwood.
No, these guys shoot and kill 1 warrior, which I'll take. They shoot and kill the Flayers. They don't do 2 wounds to the Ancestor. Don't get excited. They kill off the Flayers that were there. So it's all points.
Still very useful.
150 points. They've basically got their points back. So whatever they do now. So yeah, that's cool. Over here, this is Bow of Elu. I want to say does a wound to the Ancestor here. I think he does a wound. So it's just behind him. Doesn't do it to the Chariot, doesn't do it to the Warriors. So I think does it to the Ancestor. Over here, he declared he's like, I need a 9 if I get in. I'm in your rear, so goes for it.
Yeah, I think you have to take that.
Yeah, and declares a long charge. I think he needs, I want to say a 10 or 11. But chosen, he's got a reroll. Chosen into the Flame Wardens, saying bring it on. Basically.
Yeah, that's going to really test their age up, isn't it?
Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Have you got Favour of Melodus up? You haven't.
Not this time, no. So wants to do it before that. He does get in over here. Just obviously the ruins are quite elaborate, so he couldn't put his models down, but gets in. His champion takes a wound. He fell over the thing, and another one of his guys. So between the stand and shoot and the ruins, 2 more wounds fall in that unit. So we'll see how important that is. His chosen fail, thankfully. I do want to say it's an 11 actually. More I think about it. And otherwise, he just moves up his Flayers, who are nearly dead, to chaff my Lion Guard, and just to their flank at the top right of the picture, the Ancestor is there as well to basically try and hem in my line guard, and hope that I get unfortunate in my moving around or whatever. Chariot comes over to the side of my Flame Phoenix, this way.
Yeah, playing I can't see you even though I know you're there.
Yeah. And this is just a show in this side. His Chosen Lord comes right down and is basically breathing down the neck of my Cosmo Mage. Which
where did he get that giant squig? I've not seen a giant squig like that.
It's very cool.
Is that a mere Miniatures one?
I don't know. I didn't ask actually, but yeah, Paul, if you're watching, put it in the comments. It's cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very cool. You've got 2 of them, I think, as well. So
they're awesome.
He does a wound to my Cosmo Lord. I stop Hellfire because I then realise I definitely can't take 2d6 Strength 6 AP 0 shots.
No,
because I have no Aegis. And he does the as his other spell. He does the D3 one and only gets 1 off. Whoo! Happy days. And 1 I can take because I've got Master of Kenra Tower, so I'll heal that easily. So I'm pretty happy actually. He obviously does a load to me. I think I do 1 more to them in combat, so good old boys. And I run to here, and he chooses not to come after me because of the strength thing. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, because of gluttony. So yeah, that's where I am.
Oh, okay. So gluttony gives him a bonus if he doesn't.
If you don't pursue, if you win combat and don't pursue, I think is the thing. So here.
Yeah, I can't say I'm very good at remembering the Warriors rules.
Yeah.
So.
Instead of moving up or anything, he's just moved around, so I'm both in the front, and I go, well, let's take it. Let's give it a go and see if I can do anything. Because what I could do is I can crisscross them and have my Lancers go off the board quite high up, which would mean also that I'm quite close to the breakthrough. So if I've got a chance at all, it's this. I need a 6 with my Lancers and like a 2 or a 3. I'd probably say a 3. I did have to roll with the Phoenix, so I'm pretty happy over here that I'm going to get in. It's just whether or not they can take that. I'm very interested. Yeah, I was interested the round before, and my curiosity got the better of me here. I just had to do it. And you know what? They charged. They came forward another 3 inches. I'm same movement as them, movement 5. I only need an 8 with the Flame Wardens. I think I need a 6 with the Frost Phoenix, and obviously the Sloop is in. If I can get impacts, lower his offensive and defensive and agility.
Yeah, I mean, Cosmology is fantastic at this sort of situation.
My Frost Phoenix does that anyway. So if I can get a combo with these 3, I'm pretty happy. So I'm going to go for it. You know what? We're at the club.
I would be happy too, except they are chosen. So.
Exactly, right. And I'm thinking realistically, I need all of them in. So let's fingers crossed.
You do, you really do.
I charge this just to get them out of the way, and my thought is just to turn them over. I did consider getting the spears in as well, but then it would make it really difficult for my reform and stuff like that. So there you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Lancers don't get in.
Ooh.
Needing a 6. They fail. Leaving my Flame Flareon to do it himself.
That's dicey.
Yeah, it's a friendly game, so I'm interested in how they go. But yeah, I would have liked it with a few extra Strength 5 shots in there.
Well, if it was a competitive game, you wouldn't have accepted the failed 6-inch. You'd have,
I would have liked it less.
Game, you can forgive them.
I would have liked it less. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So the Lancers aren't completely in the doghouse yet. Then,
however,
it's just a friendly game.
Not the Lancers on this turn that I'm pissed off with.
Oh no!
As only my Sloop with 1 wound left gets in.
You fed them a sloop.
So, yeah, I'm not expecting the Sloop to win.
You shouldn't be.
Or survive. So, it's not looking good, really, is it? There. With that in mind,
I
move up the spears as much as possible to put some pressure on that lust unit. But yeah, that's not gonna lie. I thought this was game. Then I thought that was it. The Chosen being able to probably kill my sloop. All I'm hoping now is I do some wounds from the impact hits. Get rid of one, maybe two of them from D6 impact hits. So we'll see.
That's the thing, isn't it? Even with D6 impact hits, even if it's +1, I don't know.
No, it's not. Yeah.
You're still only killing maybe 1.5 Chosen if you're lucky. So, yeah.
Over here, okay. I have to chaff with my my lads, my Grey Watchers. It's a shame, but I will at least shoot at that Feldrak Ancestor to give it a -1 to hit. So let's see.
It's not a character with the archers, is it?
No, he's a musician.
No, I don't think so. So that's a really strange move if you put a character in there now.
They do rally though, and I'm able to sort of do it so that if they, the Chosen Lord's in my flank, so if he gets in, he can overrun into my Lion Guard. But I'm hoping that my Lion Guard are facing the other way by that time.
Sure, yeah.
Even if it's not, I only need to do 2 wounds to this guy. He's got a better save, but that's still very dicey. So Flareon goes in. He polishes off 5. I think he takes 1.
Okay.
And I'm winning by a decent amount. He's steadfast. Wouldn't have mattered even if he wasn't, because he rolled a double 1.
No. Okay, well, that's all right.
Sticks around, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I've got the attacks, the D6 grind, and the Thunder Stomp, or the Stomp D6. So yeah, I'm strength 5. Done pretty well. there.
Yeah, no, I think that's as good as you can expect, really.
Yeah,
especially on his own. And now, of course, the bonus of the Lancers failing their charge is that if the Chariot comes in, you've now got the counter charge.
Well, that's the thought for sure.
So yeah.
And sort of in my head, I know that he didn't roll fantastic, but obviously still did a decent amount. So I'm thinking, well, actually, him and the Lancers, as like a bit of extra, could have done a decent amount of wounds. So I'm happy in my head with that sort of combo as well moving forwards. The blurry picture signals the sloop dying. He was so scared he rolled a 1 on his impact hits and did nothing. So he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Yes.
He looked good doing it though.
Naturally,
the lions kill the chaff, and I decide that it's better for my for his lord to come in my rear than the lust warriors. I had a bit of an and ahhing over this. I could get either the 2 monsters in my front or the lust warriors and the ancestor in my front, and I chose this way because I didn't want the disruption or anything coming from behind. And I know the warriors can actually do a decent amount, so if they're in my front, at least then they get the distracting.
I think that's a wise choice because the Chosen Lord as well has to roll a 6 or 7 on the overrun if it wants to catapult in as well, which isn't guaranteed.
No, absolutely. So I mean, it's Swift Stride, so it's probably happening. But if he does, then at least I've got and as well, I'm thinking I could put most of my attacks on the warriors, and I'll probably kill the warriors. So
yeah,
that's what I went for. We'll see if it backfires. He charges in, and his champion dies from dangerous terrain.
Classic.
Everyone else gets in though, and that's Grey Watcher's end of. They did get a shot at the Feldrak Ancestor, and they hit it. They didn't do a wound, but they hit it, which means it's got the -1 to hit off. So that's interesting. His lord goes into my archers to clear up that, and that's all 3 chaff units over there gone. So we're into the meat and 2 veg of the game now. He takes his chariot over here into my flank. It was always going to happen. And his chosen decide to charge my Frost Phoenix out of the 3 options they had. So they had Spears, Flame Wardens, or Frost Phoenix. They decide to go for him and just take him out. So it's not a good turn for my Phoenixes, this one. Spoiler. Overview. Nice little overview. His Lost Warriors don't decide to come much closer because of my spears, so that was I consider that a good move. They don't go into my lions, and the Fell Dragons doesn't because he's got the -1 onto it.
Yeah.
So decide to just leave them in a bit of a lurch there. So I've got some things to think about, but I'm not in combat yet, which I'm pretty happy with. He gets Whispers of the Veil off on my thing. I let this one go because I think he's done for anyway. He is Res 5 against his Strength 5 impact hits, which now goes to Res 4, so I'm basically thrown in the towel with the Flame Phoenix. But I'm hoping that the Warden's Bond brings him back, so we'll see. Over here, Grey Watchers, he only kills one.
Ooh.
I mean, he's got a charge and a flank, so I flee. I rolled like 11, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. And I get away.
That's a bonus.
It's a definite Brucey bonus for this one. He chooses not to overrun because he'd be in a terrible position if he did. But yeah, I'm interested to see if this benefits me in some way later on in the game. That's what I'm thinking at this point, anyway. Archers, however, die.
Yeah.
They get absolutely mauled by this guy at the Chosen Lord. Oh my goodness. And he decides not to overrun, obviously, because he hasn't got any other units into my line guard, so it would be suicide. But yes. There you go, overview. Probably a better picture.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Oh, Phoenix went down.
Yeah, Flareon's down, but it was always going to happen. I do a wound back, though, as well, I think, to his Chariot. So his Chariot's got 3 wounds left.
I'll be interested to see what your Lancers do, actually.
Me too.
And
the Frost Phoenix just goes down like a sack of shit. It is chosen, though.
Oh. It is.
So can't really complain. And we get a nice little close-up of my painting skills, so it's not too bad.
Of his underbelly, yeah.
Of his underbelly. So yeah, this happens, and he just turns to face the flank of my...
Actually, that underbelly with the little pole sticking out is rather... No comment.
Hey, I'm hard for Chosen, I don't know about you. We have an overview of the
beautiful
thing, and then I don't do it just yet. So I'm just gonna check. So the Lancers charge the Chariot. This is what they do.
Yeah.
I did originally. And I was talking to Paul about this. I did originally charge just the warriors. But I was thinking that if I charge them, I will overrun off the board. Because that would be the only way I get out of line of sight of the Chariot. And then his Chariot turns to face me. Then I come on, and then he charges me. So I die anyway. So my thought is the only way the Lancers get out of this, if they charge the Chariot, beat it, make it run, then overrun into the warriors. Is my thought process here.
He hasn't got any... He can't flee with either of these, can he? He hasn't got the...
No,
he hasn't got that.
So yeah. So whether or not it was better just to get the warriors, I'm not sure. But I went for the Chariot.
I like your logic. I like the logic. Logic sound.
However,
whether you can get through the Chariot is another matter.
It's still a Chariot. The spears go for the Lust with the mage in, and he...
That's a long way.
Well, he's already fled at this point.
Oh, okay.
They're a bit closer. But he goes, you know what, flee, I'm Lust.
And they can flee here,
yeah. And I'm not too fussed by that, actually. I'm hoping
that's all right.
My main hope, actually, is that he doesn't pass his Leadership 8 to turn around. So we will see. But then I'll just obviously fail charge. This is a picture... that I didn't turn around. Can you tell I'm rusty? This is a picture of the Flame Phoenix. We suddenly forgot at what point we do this.
The token comes on immediately.
Yeah, so I actually meant to roll this just before this, which I don't know whether would have given me... Because I
He
then
would have come on now at the start of your turn.
Yeah, he comes on at this point, but I should have rolled actually immediately when he dies.
When he died. Yeah.
Which actually would have allowed me to think that maybe I could use the Phoenix as chaff against the Chariot and get my Lancers forward. So it might have given me a better... I might have just gone against the Warriors here and been alright. But
yeah.
Nonetheless...
You might have struggled for space, though, with a great big Phoenix standing there.
Exactly. Nonetheless, it's anywhere within 3 inches, so I might have got away with it, but we'll see.
Okay,
It comes back on, so I'm pretty happy. So that's 1 ding for the Warden's Bond.
Yeah.
But I did roll a 5, so it was like almost irrelevant. So
yeah, definitely irrelevant.
However, the Frosty does not come back and is not able to chaff or anything, and is gone forever.
Yeah, forever gone.
In this battle,
with,
anyway.
With his under.
So I'm 50% on Warden's Bond.
Okay. Well, I'm 25 because you rolled a 5.
Well, exactly. You could say it doesn't matter, 0%.
You could, but we're going with the generous 25% because you had it. You rolled a 5 because you were feeling confident.
Yeah. A rule that I really need to know very, very quickly, please, everybody. I don't think he can then move. I don't think, because it's not like...
When's he coming back?
He comes on in the remaining moves, however, at step 3. So I don't... but it's as if he's rallied, it says in the thing, and he is shaken at this point. So I don't know whether because he's those two things, it means now he can't move. Or if he can't march. I do not know, is the answer. We played it, he couldn't move. So I've just left him there, which obviously is a bit of a bummer, but yeah. So please let me know ASAP, please. But yep.
Yeah, I'm not experienced enough to know. Yeah.
On the charge, I do 0 wounds. He does 1.
Oh.
And we stick around. I don't even make him test. Oh, I was gutted. I was like, come on, boys, please. I just wanted 1 wound. But anyway. Which
so Lancers are like 3-0 down now.
Probably spells doom for them, but we will see. Better picture. And I turn around to face the onslaught, of which completely take their opportunity and come in. Obviously, this is pretty bad for me because those monsters will be on the side rather than in the thick of things. But I do have healing waters off. So that's a Brucey bonus. And my Grey Watchers have rallied. So they're about and got their points. So I'm pretty pleased with them this battle.
Yeah.
This is just showing that the Warriors also choose to come in. And the Chosen decide to go into my Flame Wardens who have faced them to have that off. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's long awaited, that combat.
Everyone gets in over here. And obviously that's not great for me. The Lancers get absolutely mowed down. Thankfully, the Chariot misses my Flame Phoenix, but the Warriors go in only needing to do 1 wound, so I'm hoping they don't. And if they don't, then I'm actually in pretty good position, because I can Thunderstomp them hopefully away. So it's a flip of a coin here. After combat, I do 3 wounds. He does a shit ton.
Eek. That's even with a 4 pages. Yikes. Yeah.
However, the good thing of this, if there is one, is that I'm steadfast and I hold. For now. I now go before him. In terms of agility. And I have virtually all my attacks still. Because I started with 23. I'd lose 1 attack basically because I get to fight an extra rank.
Yeah.
So if there's any chance, and I've obviously got my magic coming as well, so if there's any chance to grind him out, it is now. I have the opportunity.
Not encouraging that you want 1 wound though.
No, yeah. Over here, he does a load of wounds to me. I do a load of wound to him. I do 1 wound to the Ancestor out of 3 attacks, which is pretty cool. No wounds to the Chosen, who is in a challenge. And I do 6 out of 7 wounds to his warriors. So I get a decent amount of combat res. Obviously, he blows me out of the water, but I hold my steadfast.
Yeah. Do the characters have to move in at any point, or can they just stay on the corners forever?
Absolutely not. They would have to maximise. I missed my chance here because I didn't think about it. I'm only thinking about it now. To move my models out to the sides to maximise against them.
Sure.
But I do want to kill the warrior as well, so there's that.
Yeah.
In my phase, I move up the spears. I don't charge. I just move them up to which he rallies as well. By the way, But my magic phase goes off, bro. Like, oh my goodness! Get Oakenthrone. He lets it go. Get Awaken the Beast on my Flame Wardens, who are going first, remember, and are now strength 5 with Rending Banner, so 8B3. That's good. I get Hereditary off, and he fails to dispel, and I get Unity and Divergence, and he fails to dispel. It is coming home, boys. It's coming home.
Yeah. It didn't, but not on the football, but we won't go there.
Into combat, and I do 5 wounds, or 4 or 5 wounds, which is a decent amount and to be expected. He only does 2 because of all my buffs. So I think he did 8 wounds in total. I negate 4 of them with Favour of Melodis, and I save 2 out of my 4 things, leaving 2. I'm in a good position here. I think, and he was agreeing at the time, I think I can grind this out, boys. I just need to do a few more wounds, and I'm still strength 5 for his turn, so we've got a chance.
Yeah.
Over here, we've already done the combat, haven't we?
You charge your Shadow Warriors in, yeah.
Yes, so I charge. This is just showing that actually as well, to try and get a flank. I'm going to challenge as well. Let's see what he does. So, he accepts with his ancestor, I think. Oh, maybe I didn't challenge. Oh no, of course I couldn't challenge. He killed my champion in the last phase. Yeah, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
So I couldn't challenge. I charged in the flank. He puts all his Chimera attacks on my Grey Watchers. It's understandable to get rid of the things. However, it does mean my lions stay alive, so happy days. Killed a warrior.
Yeah.
Do another 2 wounds to the ancestor. He's only got 2 left, and I do 2 wounds to the Chosen Lord. I actually only do 1, but it's multiplied by 2. And so I only need to do 1 more wound on the Chosen Lord and 1 more wound on the Ancestor. I'm feeling good. However, at this point, this is an overview. Oh, he kills my Flame Phoenix. Side note. Unfortunately, we had to call it there. This is the bottom of 5. And this is basically what the battlefield looks like. He's free on the left, basically.
This was due to COVID rules on the club, right? And late endings.
No, it was just the club normally finishes at 11 anyway. I got there a little bit later, so I think we started about 8:15. Had a bit of a chat and all that stuff. So we were we just didn't have time, which is fair enough. We were talking about it though as we were packing up, and so at this point. He has got 1795, and I've got 810, which isn't a lot from my point of view. However, we were both pretty sure that I'd mop up his monsters and Chosen
mop up monsters.
Yeah,
I'm not sure mop up is the right word.
Yeah, right. So basically,
you'd eke out.
Yeah, I need to do 1 more wound to each of them in order to kill them. I need to do 2, but with the multiple wounds.
Are you attacking before them?
Not the Chosen Lord, but I would be attacking before the Ancestor and the Chimera.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I'd do here, he obviously doesn't have to move, but I'd move the line guard so that they were more in combat. So just 1 line, basically, to go as much as possible. So we were discussing it. We said, we called it a draw. Let's do this. We called it a draw.
I didn't.
It's a friendly game. We both enjoyed it. We both had a laugh. Doesn't matter what the score was. We'll call it a draw. We got a turn to play.
Yeah.
However,
I mean, you weren't winning the objective, were you? So
the objective. Well, it depends what happens with the top. So he's moved his mage out and put his lust up to chaff. I think if I got into him 1 and rolled a 10, I would get in. So, but let's say that doesn't happen. So what we said is,
you'd also have to kill the chosen to avoid the draw.
Yeah. So what we said was, I probably wouldn't kill the chosen, but I might win combat with all the buffs that are going on. And the fact I'm still strength 5, I'm going before him, so I should be negating his wounds, and I've got Melodis off, so it should be good. I would so that will just call a draw and just settle there. I should get the monsters, basically.
Yeah.
And if it was just that, then I'd obviously get another 1,500 points. I think taking it. Oh, and then I'd get the warriors as well. So that's 1,500, 1,600, 1,900 points. So obviously a massive swing. But what it probably...
So the 900 points that you'd be up on PPs might swing back if the chosen won the objective.
And as well, the chosen would... I think they would win the objective anyway. So it would probably be... I'd get a massive swing in points, and it would go right back, like you said, right back to a draw or a small win either way. So happy with a draw.
Yeah.
Happy to play it out. And what a game to start off with, eh? So much going on.
Yeah, really good one. Really good one.
Yeah, pretty pleased. I was pleased I could compete, if I'm honest. That was my first thought. I was like, at least it's been a good game and not a walkover for him. But yeah, so...
Well, it doesn't get much tougher than Warriors, does it? You know, in terms of like raw killing power. So
that's it. So yeah, really pleased to have the game. I'm so happy to get back into real life. Please let us know about your stories and get down the club. Oh my goodness. And good 10-10 slugfest to start off the new norm, shall we say?
Awesome. Yeah, great. Let's hope for some more games down the club soon. And yeah, really looking forward to getting back on the table properly. Absolutely. So I mean, up until now, I've only played on the table against you. So need to get out there and play some other people.
You definitely need to branch out. But yeah, so obviously like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think I did wrong in this. I really want your help and advice with this new list. Be really useful. I've got Sylvan Elves next on the way, so a very different type of battle.
You mean you're against Sylvan Elves?
Yes, I'm sticking with this list for a little while now. You guys watching will see this list for a while now. So against Sylvan Elves, so it's a very different type of list to the Warriors. And I'm excited. I'm really excited and interested to see how the units get on. Did I play things wrong? Did I do my matchups wrong? Let me know, and but be kind.
They're always kind. They're always nice.
Kind. They are. Yeah. There's nothing to worry about with you guys, but yeah. Like, share, subscribe, Facebook and Twitter. If you want, I shared a few glimpses of these on Twitter and Facebook a bit earlier than this video will go out. So get on there if you want some sneak peeks and some chat. But otherwise, just hope everyone's doing all right.
Yeah, roll on Black Country Brawl.
Roll on.
Cool. Well, we'll see you all for the next one, guys.
See you later.